Good afternoon, all. Welcome back. Answer your attendance, Safla. Afla. Ajmin. Ajmina. Amaya.
Present, Miss.
Atulya. Drishya. Jyotish. Karthik.
Present, Miss.
Kavya.
Present, Miss.
Nachigetas.
Present, Miss.
Neeraj. Rangeet.
Present, Miss.
Vaishna.
Present, Miss.
Vaishnav. Anjali.
Present, Miss.
Shruti.
Present, Miss.
Vaishnavanda. Not a joint. Okay. So we will have a seminar on presentation on two topics. One is the attacks, passive attacks. Last class edutittundairunnu. Now today Amaya will be taking about the active attacks, and also one more topic that is related with the security of the application layer. Amaya, you can proceed. Amaya?
Yes, Miss.
Yeah.
Screen is clear.
Yeah. But it is, you just zoom it.
Okay.
Yeah. No, check.
Okay. We had already discussed about the active attack and one example of the active attack, that is masquerade. The next one is modification. In modification of message means some portion of the message is altered. This results in loss of integrity. This can be done by delaying or reordering the messages. It's an active attack. Next one is replaying. The attacker obtains a copy of the message sent by a user and later tries to replay it. That means in replay attack, the user captures a sequence of events or some data units and later it resends them. Next one is repudiation. In repudiation means rejection of idea or denying the truth or validity of something. It is performed by one of the two parties. Next is denial of service. DOS attack makes an attempt to prevent valid users from accessing some service and which they are eligible for. Next is taxonomy of attack with relation to the security goals. There are mainly three goals that can be attacked. They are confidentiality, integrity, and availability. Confidentiality means the state of keeping secret or private. Integrity is a unity or honesty, a state of being undivided. And availability means the quality of being available to use. These are the security attacks and threats of attack. Snooping and traffic analysis are the threats to confidentiality. Modification, masquerading, replaying, repudiation are threat to integrity, and denial of service is a threat to availability. This is a comparison between passive and active attack. Snooping and traffic analysis is a passive attack and threatening to confidentiality. Modification, masquerading, replaying, repudiation, its active attack, and integrity threatens to integrity. And denial of service is an active attack threaten to availability. That's all.
Okay, thank you, Amaya. What she has explained is about the active attack. Last class, I have told you, you have got two type of security attacks. One is passive attack and another one is the active attack. So passive attack, you modifications on data രണ്ട് type of attacks അതിൽ examples ആയിട്ട് പറഞ്ഞു. One is snooping and another one is traffic analysis. But active attack, you are just modifying the data. So other examples what she has told now. One is modifications, then other one is masquerading, replaying, denial of service, repudiation. ഇതെല്ലാം active attacks examples ആണ്. അപ്പോൾ അതെന്താന്നുള്ളത് നിങ്ങൾ ഒരു സ്റ്റേറ്റ്മെന്റിൽ what are all these attacks എന്നുള്ളത് എക്സ്പ്ലെയിൻ ചെയ്യുക. പിന്നെ what she has explained is about the security goals. Security goals usually നമ്മൾക്ക് three types ഉണ്ട്. One is confidentiality, another one is integrity, and third one is availability. അപ്പോൾ ഇതിനെല്ലാം ബേസ് ചെയ്തിട്ട് അറ്റാക്സ് കാറ്റഗറൈസ് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റും. കോൺഫിഡൻഷ്യാലിറ്റി റിലേറ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്ന അറ്റാക്സ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് സ്നൂപ്പിംഗ് ആൻഡ് ട്രാഫിക് അനാലിസിസ്, ആൻഡ് ദാറ്റ് ഇസ് റിലേറ്റഡ് വിത്ത് ഇന്റഗ്രിറ്റി. ഇറ്റ് ഇസ് മോഡിഫിക്കേഷൻ, മാസ്കുറേഡിംഗ്, റീപ്ലേയിങ് ആൻഡ് റെപ്യൂഡിയേഷൻ. And the one which is a threat to the availability issue is the denial of service. But sometimes the question can be asked in either of the way. What are the security goals? What are the threats related to it? Angane chodikam. So if it is asked like that, you have to just mention what are the three goals of security are confidentiality, integrity, and availability. And the threats that are related with these are the examples, what I have told just now. And sometimes the question can be asked, what are attacks? What are the different categories of attacks? If it is asked like that, you have to just mention active and passive attack endaanu ezhuduka, active and passive endaanu attacks nu ezhuduka, examples oronunum vechittu ezhuduka. Okay, so these are the different ways that the question can be asked from this part, that is based on the attack part. Okay. Now the next one more topic, actually I had just not told to anybody about that. Security, actually it is security services, like message authentication, and one more topic is there that you just refer the my videos and just study, or I'll be just sending you the PPT later. Or if time permits, I will only just prepare it and send it to you. അപ്പോൾ ഒരു ടോപ്പിക്കിൽ അത് എന്താണെന്നുള്ളത് അത് പറയാൻ വിട്ടിട്ടുണ്ട്. Already I have discussed in the class, but for the seminar topics I have just forgotten to tell to anyone. Okay, so ഇനി അടുത്തത്, so attacks കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ട് what we have learned is about the security at each layer. മൂന്ന് ഡിഫറെൻറ്റ് ലെയേഴ്സ് ആണ് നമ്മൾ പഠിച്ചത്. ഒന്ന് ആപ്ലിക്കേഷൻ ലെയറിൽ what are the security protocols you are making use of. The other one is the transport layer ഏതൊക്കെ protocols ഉണ്ട്, network layer ഏതൊക്കെ protocols ഉണ്ട്. Okay, so today okay 12:30 വരെ ഞാൻ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് സമയം തരുന്നുണ്ട്. അതിനുള്ളിൽ എക്സ്പ്ലെയിൻ ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റുന്നവർ എക്സ്പ്ലെയിൻ ചെയ്യുക. Otherwise, stop it there. Okay, 12:30, we will just go with the revision topics. So what Ajmina will be taking is about the security at the application layer. Application layer and the security on the mean ചെയ്യുന്നത്, what are the services provided at the application layer, and what are the different types of protocols you are making use of. Okay, എല്ലാവരും ശ്രദ്ധിച്ചിരിക്കുക. Those who have presented, upload your topic as assignment 6 in Linways. പിന്നെ കൂടാതെ PPT version എനിക്ക് വാട്സപ്പിൽ അയച്ചു തരിക. I'll just send it as notes in Linways. Okay. Okay, Anna?
Okay, miss.
Okay, now, Ajmin again present now.
Miss ഞാനല്ല, വൈഷ്ണയാ.
Okay, then Vaishna.
topic.
Okay. Then Vaishna.
മിസ്സേ കാണുന്നില്ലേ?
Let's see. You zoom it. Okay. It's okay, Vaishna, you can continue. Vaishna. Vaishna.
മിസ് ഞാൻ പറയുന്നുണ്ട് മൈക്ക് കണക്ട്.
Tell it from the
Good
beginning.
afternoon.
Yeah.
We are going to discuss about the topic of security at application layer and email security. Security at application layer. Security is the process of securing data from attackers. For achieving security, different protocols are designed. This protocol should satisfy some primary objectives. They are authentication, establish secret section key, applying encryption to transmitted messages. This is the architecture of email. Various entities are here. UA user agent, MTA message transfer agent, mail server, both the sender side and receiver server. Mail server at the sender side consists of MTA server, buffer storage, and the MTA client. If user A wants to send a message to user B, user A composes a message and send to the MTA client. This MTA client transfers the message to the mail server and it passes through the internet. MTA acts both client as well as server. MTA serves at receiver side. It collects the mail and MAA server fetch the mail from the mailbox and it will transfer to the MAA client. SMTP and POPs are the protocol used in mail service. Next is email security services. Confidentiality. Email should be real by intended recipient only. Authentication.
Should be
Email
read by.
recipient should be
Email
sure
should be
of
read by intended recipient only.
authentication. Email recipient should be sure of the identity of sender. Integrity. Email recipient should be sure of the identity of sender. Non-repudiation. Sender gets a confirmation that the recipient receives the message. Next, proof of submission. Submission that message has been submitted to the mailing server. Proof of delivery. Sender gets a confirmation that the recipient received the message. Okay, miss.
Okay. So what she has explained about the initial topics of this application at the security at the application layer. Application layer നമ്മൾക്ക് കുറച്ച് what she has told about the email architecture പറഞ്ഞു. Email architecture-നകത്ത് you have some mail servers, your client machines, your user agents, ഒത്തിരി കാര്യങ്ങളുണ്ട്. Now you are making use of some protocols in that for the mail service. They are SMTP and the POP protocol. ഇനി ഈ ഇമെയിൽ സെക്യൂരിറ്റി സർവീസസ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് you have some services like confidentiality, authentication, integrity, then proof of submission, proof of delivery. These are some of the email security services. അപ്പോൾ ഈ സെക്യൂരിറ്റി ആയിട്ട് ആപ്ലിക്കേഷൻ ലെയർ ചോദിച്ചു കഴിഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ നിങ്ങൾ എന്താണ് അതുകൊണ്ട് ഉദ്ദേശിക്കുന്നത്? വൈ യു നീഡ് സെക്യൂരിറ്റി അറ്റ് ദി ആപ്ലിക്കേഷൻ ലെയർ, വാട്ട് ആർ ദ പ്രോട്ടോകോൾസ്, വാട്ട് ആർ ദി ഒബ്ജക്റ്റീവ്സ് ടു ഡു ദാറ്റ്, എന്നിട്ട് അതിൻ്റെ ആർക്കിടെക്ചർ ഒന്ന് എക്സ്പ്ലെയിൻ ചെയ്തിട്ട് എന്തൊക്കെയാണ് അതിൻ്റെ അകത്ത് സെക്യൂരിറ്റി സർവീസസ് എന്നുള്ളത് മെൻഷൻ ചെയ്യുക. Okay, now the next topic is about the main protocol what you are using, that is called as the pretty good private PGP protocol and the S-MIME protocol. Who is explaining PGP? Kavya, no?
sir.
Yeah, okay, you can do that. PGP. S-MIME അടുത്ത ക്ലാസ്സിൽ നമുക്ക് എക്സ്പ്ലെയിൻ ചെയ്യാം. മോസ്റ്റ്ലി 5 and 6 ആയിരിക്കും നിങ്ങൾക്ക് എക്സാമിനുള്ളത്. അതുകൊണ്ട് തറവായിട്ട് പഠിച്ചു വേണം 5 and 6. ഇറ്റ് ഇസ് നോട്ട് എറ്റ് ഡിസൈഡഡ്, ഇറ്റ് വിൽ ബി ഫൈനലൈസ്ഡ് ദിസ് വീക്ക്. എന്നാലും എൻ്റെ ഒരു ഇതനുസരിച്ച് ഇറ്റ് വിൽ ബി 5 and 6. So if it is like that, you just be prepared during the vacation.
Good morning. Today I am going to give a brief idea about PGP. This slides.
It is not clear. You just zoom it. Yeah. Now it. Yeah. Okay.
PGP stands for Pretty Good Privacy. It is an email encryption scheme. This protocol provides security at the application layer. It is designed to create authenticated and confidential emails. This protocol makes use of public key cryptography, symmetric key cryptography, hash functions, and digital signature. This is the position of PGP in the TCP/IP protocol suite. In the application layer, we have email security. And PGP is designed to provide security at the application layer. PGP contains 2 locks and 2 keys. Among this, each key fits into 1 lock. Each key has got its own functions. As we have a public key and a private key. A public key is only used to lock the folder, and the private key is used to unlock the folder. If we want to send a data privately to a recipient, then the sender will lock the mail with the public key, and the recipient will open it with the private key. PGP is based on asymmetric key cryptography because here we are using 2 types of key, that's a private and a public key. Services of PGP. Different services offered by PGP are authentication, confidentiality, compression, and email compatibility. These services are provided by means of different algorithms. Here we can see that public key algorithm, different types of public key algorithm, hash algorithms, and encryption algorithm. These all algorithms are used for this different services. Now, here is a pictorial representation of this working of PGP. Here we can see that whenever we want to send an email, first we are converting this email into a hash code by using a hash algorithm. We are using a hash algorithm and converting this email into a hash code. This hash code will be 128 bit. Then this hash code will be converted to a digital signature by using private key of the sender. Now we got an output. The output and the original email that will be combined together, and it is compressed using a zip algorithm. Now we will get a compressed output. This compressed output is encrypted by using we have different encryption algorithms. By using any of this encryption algorithm, we are encrypting this compressed output. while encrypting, we are using a symmetric key, and this symmetric key is encrypted again by using a public key of the recipient with the help of this encryption algorithm. Any of this encryption algorithm, we are again encrypting this symmetric key. Then we will combine this both data and the packet is sent to the receiver. This is the working of PGP. And now we have the digital signature. The privacy and confidentiality is provided by encryption, and then now we want to provide authenticity. Authenticity is provided by means of digital signature. Digital signature is a mathematical technique used to validate the authenticity and integrity of a message, software, or digital document. It provides added assurance of evidence to origin, identity, and status of an electronic document, transaction, or message, as well as acknowledging informed consent by the signer. This digital signature is based on public key cryptography. Using a public key algorithm such as RSA, we already see that different public key algorithm. By using any of this public key algorithm, two mathematically linked keys can be generated. That is one private key and one public key. This is the diagram showing the working of digital signature. Here, the sender encrypts the message by using a hash algorithm. And we will get a hash value. Sender encrypts the message using hash algorithm, and a hash value is obtained. This hash value gets binded with the sender private key. Here we can see the sender private key binded with the sender private key and create a signed message. A signed message is obtained. This signed message is called as digital signature. And this signed message is sent to the receiver with the sender public key. You can see a sender public key. And at the receiving side, receiver will decrypt the message using the private key. The receiver have a private key, and he will decrypt the message using the private key. This is the working of digital signature. That's all.
Okay, thank you, Kavya. So what she has explained is about the encryption, email encryption scheme. And that mainly നമുക്ക് കിട്ടേണ്ടത് privacy, authentication and integrity. ഇത് ഏതൊക്കെ ബേസിസിലാണ് കിട്ടുന്നത് എന്നുള്ളത്, how you are providing it is with the help of digital signatures and encryption algorithms. So she has told about the whole process about the digital signature. So sometimes it will be asked, so you should be able to write what is digital signature and what is the process that are taking place in it. And also how you are providing the confidentiality or the privacy of your data. It is by means of some encryption algorithm. So ഈ രണ്ടും കൂടെ ചേർന്നതാണ് this PGP protocol എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. Okay, so generally in a simple way you can tell that it is an email encryption scheme. Okay, അതിനകത്ത് കുറേ ടൈപ്സ് ഓഫ് അൽഗോറിതംസ് ഉണ്ട്. ലൈക്ക് പബ്ലിക് കീ ക്രിപ്റ്റോഗ്രാഫിക് അൽഗോറിതംസ് ഉപയോഗിക്കുന്നുണ്ട്, സിമെട്രിക് കീ ഉപയോഗിക്കുന്നുണ്ട്, ഹാഷ് ഫങ്ഷൻസ് ഉപയോഗിക്കുന്നുണ്ട്, ഡിജിറ്റൽ സിഗ്നേച്ചേഴ്സ് ഉപയോഗിക്കുന്നുണ്ട്. So all these are together, this forms this PGP protocol. Okay, so in one more protocol on the application layer review, that is S9 protocol, that next class Ajmina will be taking that. Okay, and security at network layer and transport layer ആർക്കൊക്കെയാണ് assign ചെയ്തിരിക്കുന്നത് അവർ വേഗം ഈ ആഴ്ച കൊണ്ട് I have to finish this, so prepare your slides and send it to me at the earliest. Okay, and parallelly you can upload your documents in Lendways also. Okay, now coming back to the revision class where we have stopped in the morning, what I was explaining is about the character oriented protocol. All of you take your notebook. All of you take your notebook. Where we have stopped actually?
Character oriented protocol heading
protocol explanation lana narthiyada, right? Okay, so I was telling what are the things that you have two types of approaches in your variable size framing. One is character oriented frame approach and the other one is the bit oriented approach. അപ്പോൾ അത് ചോദിക്കുകയാണെങ്കിൽ എങ്ങനെയൊക്കെയാണ് എഴുതേണ്ടത്? So just take down. In character oriented protocol, data to be carried are 8-bit characters. Data to be carried are the 8-bit characters. The frame format is as shown. The frame format is as shown. All of you take this diagram. You have a flag field, you have a header field, you have a data field, then you have trailer and another flag. Archo,
slide കാണുന്നില്ല.
slide is not seen.
Slide.
One second.
Okay.
ഇപ്പോഴോ?
Send.
Okay, now take down that frame structure. You have a flag field, you have a header field, you have data, you have a trailer, and you have the end flag field. Okay, Anna? Now you write down the header carries the source and destination address. Header carries source and destination address and some control information. Trailer carries short ആയിട്ട് എഴുതിയാൽ മതി കേട്ടോ. Trailer carries error detection and error correction bits. Error correction and error detection bits. Now, to separate one frame from the next, a 1-byte flag is added at the beginning and end of the frame. Rangeet എഴുതുന്നുണ്ടോ? Rangeet,
Yes.
are you writing?
ഒന്നുകൂടി പറഞ്ഞു. added at the
To separate one frame from the next, comma, a 1-byte flag is added at the beginning and end of a frame. At the beginning and end of a frame. Okay.
okay.
Now you write down the flag could be selected. The flag could be selected to be any character not used for text communication. Not used for text communication. As next paragraph you write down, in byte stuffing or character stuffing, in byte stuffing or character stuffing, a special byte is added. A special byte is added to the data section of a frame a special byte is added to the data section of a frame when there is a character with the same pattern as the flag. When there is a character with the same pattern as the flag. The data section is stuffed, that is, the data section is stuffed with an extra byte. Data section is stuffed with an extra byte. And this byte is called, the escape character, ESC. It's called the escape character. In bracket you write down predefined bit pattern. Predefined bit pattern. Full stop. Whenever receiver encounters the escape character, whenever receiver encounters an escape character, comma, it removes it from the data section. It removes it from the data section and treats the next character as data. And treats the next character as data. So byte stuffing is the process of adding one extra byte whenever there is a flag or escape character in the text. Whenever there is a flag or escape character in the text. പിന്നെ ആ ഒരു സ്റ്റേറ്റ്മെൻ്റ് കൂടെ നിങ്ങൾ എഴുതണം. എസ്കേപ്പ് ക്യാരക്ടർ ടെക്സ്റ്റിനകത്ത് വന്നു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ഇപ്പം ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞു നിങ്ങൾ വൺ മോർ ഓക്കെ യു ജസ്റ്റ് റൈറ്റ് ഓൺ ഐ ജസ്റ്റ് ഗിവ് ഇറ്റ്. Now, if the text contains one or more escape characters, if the text contains one or more escape characters, followed by a flag, the receiver removes followed by a flag, comma, an extra escape character is added. An extra escape character is added to show that the second one is a part of text. To show that second one is a part of text. After that, you have to just draw the diagram. Short ആയിട്ട് ആ ഡയഗ്രാം ഒന്ന് വേഗം വരച്ചെടുക്കുക. ആ ഡയഗ്രാം അനുസരിച്ച് നിങ്ങളൊരു ഫ്ലാഗ് ഫീൽഡ് ക്യാരക്ടേഴ്സ് വരികയാണെങ്കിൽ ഒരു എസ്കേപ്പ് ഫീൽഡ് അറ്റാച്ച് ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ട്. എസ്കേപ്പ് വരികയാണെങ്കിൽ വൺ മോർ എസ്കേപ്പ് ഇസ് അറ്റാച്ച്ഡ് വിത്ത് ദ ഫ്രെയിം. റിസീവർ സൈഡിൽ യു ആർ ജസ്റ്റ് റിമൂവിങ് ദാറ്റ് അൺസ്റ്റഫിങ് ടേക്സ് പ്ലേസ്. ഈ ഒരു ഡയഗ്രാം വെരി വെരി ഇമ്പോർട്ടൻ്റ് ആണ്, അത് എഴുതുക. So what is byte stuffing എന്നുള്ള പ്രോസസ്സിനകത്ത് you have to just add. It is a process of adding one extra byte whenever there is a flag or escape character in the text. അപ്പോൾ ഈ ഇത്രയും ഡീറ്റെയിൽസ് വരച്ചിട്ട് ഈ ഡയഗ്രാം കൂടെ വരച്ചു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ you will get marks. വരച്ചോ? ഷോർട്ടായിട്ട് വരച്ചാൽ മതി. എവറിത്തിങ് ഇറ്റ് ഇസ് ദെയർ അവൈലബിൾ ഓൾറെഡി ഗിവൺ ഇൻ യുവർ നോട്ട്സ് ഇൻ യുവർ PPT. അപ്പോൾ അതൊന്ന് റെഫർ ചെയ്ത് വരയ്ക്കുക. Better. Okay. Finished. Respond there.
Okay.
Okay. Now take bit-oriented protocol. Bit-oriented protocol. Now write down in a bit-oriented protocol. In a bit-oriented protocol, the data section of a frame is a sequence of bits. Is a sequence of bits. Is a sequence of bits. Full stop. In bracket you write down. Okay, then the frame format is as shown. The frame format is as shown. Take down this frame format. Varcha. Finished. Now write down most protocols use a special 8-bit pattern flag. Most protocols use a special 8-bit pattern flag. A pattern angotte ezhuga 0 with 6 ones and then 0. 0 or 6 ones pinna 0 ezhuga as the delimiter to define the beginning and end of the frame. To define the beginning and end of the frame. Vaishnav, Kainyo.
Yes, miss.
Okay. Now you write down as next paragraph. If a flag pattern appears in the data, the receiver must be informed. That it has not reached, that it is not the end of the frame. The receiver must be informed that it is not the end of the frame. This is done by stuffing one single bit to prevent the pattern not byte, it is bit, to prevent the pattern from looking like a flag. And this strategy is known as, called bit stuffing. This strategy is called bit stuffing. So as next para, you just write down bit stuffing is the process of adding one extra zero whenever 5 consecutive ones follow a 0 in the data. follow a 0 in the data. And this is removed at the receiver side. This extra stuffed bit is removed from the data by the receiver. Removed from the data by the receiver. Now here you have to just draw this diagram, okay, that you can just refer your textbook or notes. This diagram very important aanu, adum kuda varichu adu adayalaപ്പെടുത്തുക. Okay, I think the other staff has joined. So what we have discussed is about the framing part, two types, fixed and variable. Variable na and approach, character oriented approach and bit oriented approach. About the diagram varichu explain cheyan padikkuka. Now, in the next class, what you have to learn is study all these things. I will be asking questions, and the topics, what you have to just go through it and come is the flow control and the error detection schemes. Not error control, error detection. No kita, very good. Okay, thank you.